Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is part 5 of the English translation of the Bayan of Moulana Ibrahim Dewla Sahab Namat Barakatum, titled Iman Ki Dawat. I'm continuing from the 16-minute and 42-second mark. Hazrat is saying that what is required of us, what is asked of us, is that the believer make his life on the hukum and the ahkam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every believer bring his life on following the commandments and the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala has created us to obey Him. That Allah ta'ala wishes that in this world we will obey the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will live a life in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah ta'ala, by His khudrat, His power, His ability to do, He will make us successful. We will obey Him, He will make us successful. Allah ta'ala will not give us success by the means, but Allah ta'ala will give us success by His khudrat, His immediate power, His immediate ability to do. Asbab, the means do not give anyone success. But who gives success? Allah gives success. And Allah has the power to do it. We need to understand the khudrat, the power of Allah Ta'ala. We need to know and understand that Allah Ta'ala is great, His power is great. And the decisions of Allah Ta'ala are based on His qudrat. By His qudrat, He makes decisions. Quran Sharif has taught us the qudrat of Allah Ta'ala. As if Allah Ta'ala has told us in the Holy Quran, understand my power.
तो आंखें देख रही हैं, कान सुन रहे हैं, जबान बोल रही है, दिमाग सोच रहा है, हाँ, और टांगें चल रही हैं, हाथ पांव काम कर रहे हैं, खाना हजम हो रहा है, सब.
So, an example of the qudrat of Allah Ta'ala. Simply, Allah Ta'ala gave us life, and look how many other functions we do now, that we are able to see, eat, sleep, wake up, write, read, walk about. These are all the other functions that have come about simply from Allah Ta'ala giving us life on just one act of Allah Ta'ala.
एक अल्लाह काम एक जान अंदर डाली है, सोता भी है, जागता भी है, बोलता भी है.
Simply Allah Ta'ala gave us life, and after that, how many of our functions we are able to carry out.
ये कुदरत है अंदर. वफ़ी अनफुसिकुम अफ़ला तुबसिरून. तुम्हारी अपनी जातों में बहुत मेरी कुदरत है, तुम देखते नहीं हो.
This is the qudrat of Allah Ta'ala that He has placed within us, that works within us. He is quoting an ayat of the Quran that Allah Ta'ala is saying that we will show our signs in the heavens and within themselves. So Allah Ta'ala is saying that this is my sign within you, that look, by my power I gave you life, and from there how many of your functions came about and how many activities you are able to do now. This is all from the qudrat of Allah Ta'ala, the simple one action of Allah Ta'ala. So this is the qudrat of Allah acting on us, acting within us. So Allah Ta'ala is asking, do you not see this power of mine bringing you to life, by which you are able to carry out your other actions?
और फिर ये सारी चीजें काम कर रही है. और ये सारी चीजें यूं कहें अल्लाह के इशारे के ताबे हैं.
And he's saying just from that one action of Allah Ta'ala, so many things have come to life and we are able to carry out so many activities and so many tasks. And he said, all these are, you can say, in accordance to the direction of Allah Ta'ala.
क्या है? अल्लाह के इशारे के ताबे है. कि अल्लाह ने सारा निजाम एक जान डालकर चलाया.
That Allah Ta'ala simply gave one action of giving life, and from there he brought an entire world into existence, and these different things, they act in accordance to the direction of Allah Ta'ala.
और जमीन पर पानी बरसाया.
And he is the one who has sent rain on the earth.
क्या बरसाया? जमीन पर आसमान से पानी बरसाया. अब जमीन को हयात मिल गई. जैसा जिस्म में जान डाली, जिस्म को हयात मिल गई.
Just as he gave the body life and then the person got life, similarly Allah Ta'ala sends rain and now the earth gets life. The earth comes to life.
अब जमीन पर ज़ाफ़रान भी होगा और जौ भी होगा.
And now the different things are found on the earth, just as different vegetables and plantations and such.
एक ही पानी आता है.
Only one type of water comes from the heavens. Allah Ta'ala sends one type of water.
और कितनी चीजें पैदा हो जाती हैं.
And how many different things come into existence simply from just one water that Allah Ta'ala sends. So many different things, different vegetables, different fruits, they come into existence. So Moulana is saying that this is the Qudrat of Allah Ta'ala.
जिसका बिमाई वाहिद वनुफद्दिलु बाबहा अला बादिन फिल उकुल. गौर करो अल्लाह की कुदरत पर. ये पानी एक बरसा है और चीजें कितनी पैदा हो गई है.
So he's saying, just look at the power of Allah Ta'ala, the ability of Allah Ta'ala, that He sends one water, and from it so many different variations of fruits and vegetables and crops and things come into existence. The water is one.
जान एक डाली है और कितनी ताकतें काम कर रही है.
And look that He gives a person life, just one action, just gives them life, and from that life so many different things the person is able to do, able to hear things, speak things, touch things, walk, talk, and carry out the different functions of his body.
आदमी लिखता भी है और पढ़ता भी है और सोचता भी है और याद भी करता है. हाँ, तो हमारी जानों में, हमारी जातों में अल्लाह की कुदरत है.
So in our life we can see the power of Allah Ta'ala, the Qudrat of Allah Ta'ala.
बाहर अल्लाह ताला की कुदरत है.
So within us, in our life, in our body, we can see the power of Allah Ta'ala at work, and also out in the heavens, out in our environment. If we look around, we can see the Qudrat of Allah, the power of Allah at work.
और ज़मीन में यकीन करने वालों के लिए बहुत निशानियां हैं कुदरत की.
And Allah Ta'ala, he's saying that on the earth there are many signs of the power of Allah Ta'ala.
आदमी अल्लाह को भूल जाए उसका क्या इलाज है?
If a person forgets Allah, then what is the cure for that?
तो ज़मीन की आबादी, बदन की आबादी, हमारी जातों की आबादी, ज़मीन की आबादी, ये सारी की सारी अल्लाह ताला की कुदरत से हो रही है.
So he's saying all of this world we see in existence, whether we see the existence of the outside world or within us, and all the things we are able to carry out, all the things that happen in the world, this is all from the Qudrat, the power of Allah Ta'ala.
तो अल्लाह की जात में मेरे दोस्तों ये कुदरत है.
So Allah Ta'ala has the power.
और सारा निजाम अपनी कुदरत से चला रहे हैं.
And Allah Ta'ala is running this entire system of the world by His Qudrat, by His power.
अगर एक स्क्रू आदमी का ढीला हो जावे दिमाग का, क्या हो जावे? एक ढीला, एक. फिर देख लो कि क्या है कि दिमाग वीक है.
He's saying that if a person suffers a small brain injury, then watch what happens, how his life crumbles.
एक ही स्क्रू ढीला हो गया है, अब वो किसी काम का नहीं रहा. रहेगा किसी काम का? नहीं रहा.
He's saying, if a person suffers from a small brain injury, then then what happens to his life? How his life becomes affected? At times becomes completely disabled, completely handicapped. Just from a small brain injury, a man suffers so many losses.
तो मेरे दोस्तों, ये सारी ताकतें दी हैं और अपने कुदरत से चला रहे हैं. आदमी सोता है, जागता है, तंदुरुस्त होता है, तंदुरुस्त उठता है.
So he says, my friends, all these things, Allah Ta'ala is running by His power. That a person goes to sleep healthy, wakes up healthy, is able to carry about his activities and tasks. This is essentially all from the power of Allah Ta'ala.